Let's try this again. Tyler Lochte and Sammy Krimstein back again as our stream continues to have trouble. Farm Light is down on strikes.
Now batting for the Giants shortstop number 34, Masa Kawashima.
And now it's Kawashima's turn.
Kawashima showing the power earlier today, and his first extra base hit. Also, of course, his first home run of the summer. Something we hadn't quite seen from him this season.
And we'll miss outside.
Now, Kawashima, as we mentioned on the broadcast earlier today, usually more of a small ball kind of guy.
He loves a good bunt. See if he can find a way here. Strike one there. Just an egregiously hot day. And my AC in my car is broken. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I look forward to that. There's a strike. Like, air comes out, but it's just neutral temperature.
My car was like that last summer. I had to get it fixed. It's not fun. I know how you feel.
It's still air, so it's better than nothing, but
On a day like today,
no. Not gonna have a fun drive home, that's for sure. Kawashima swings and misses. First strikeout for him.
Second baseman number 29, Colin Gibbs.
And if
give credit to the pitcher here, who has come right back and has gotten 2 Ks after giving up the leadoff walk. And Holder continues to hold this game down for the Grays and give them a chance. That's what you ask of your bullpen every day, to give you a chance to stay in games, and that's exactly what he's done.
big swing and miss there by Gibbs with his brother on first. And now, if you're the Giants, you're starting to get into a territory where you might need Aiden Gonzalez to pitch again, which would take him out of tomorrow night's game. It was just such a big missed opportunity after Deal left this game. It was 9-2, and it was all systems go for a much-needed blowout win going into tomorrow night. That just has not been the case since then. So while the Giants are still winning now, and while it seems like the Giants absolutely trust their pen, you know, in a tough, close race like this, got to be ready for the next game as well. The step on second is in time, and we will head to the 8th. Aiden Gonzalez back out there. Welcome back to Gaithersburg. I'm Tyler Lochte. He is Sammy Krimstein, and Wolga is up. And it's Aiden Gonzalez on the mound, the Giants' top bullpen arm this year, the All-Star. And he will get soft contact here. Danny Sheeler will make the catch.
Now batting for the Rays, number 37.
And this is the one guy you really wanted to avoid tonight.
It is, but every game at the end of the day counts as much as any other game. And I think the Giants realize that you got to win this game. Losing this would be a huge blow. And they'll still have arms for tomorrow. You better believe it. So, as much as you didn't want to use Gonzalez today, I don't hate the fact that they are, considering the circumstances. And give him credit because in a few of his outings, while all of them have been pretty good, he has had trouble to the first few batters, but today he's been going right at the first few guys he's faced, throwing strikes, attacking, and that is really refreshing to see. When the Giants have needed something from Aiden Gonzalez this season, they have gotten whatever they needed from him.
2-1. That's a strike. How many earned runs is Gonzalez will get another punch out there? How many earned runs has he given up this year? It can't be many.
I want to say it's less than 3. I mean, Aiden Gonzalez has been real good.
That's fouled back. So already 0-1. And you wonder if Gonzalez just pitches the 9th as well, unless if the Giants get some support. That will just miss. So it's 1-1 with 2 outs. And that will miss as well. I only asked you how many runs he's given up because I'm trying to figure out what his ERA is now. I know what it was coming in, but that does not update until after the game. We get you the newest, most updated stats here on the Giants Broadcast Network.
Always.
This is hit on the ground. Kawashima, no trouble. The throw across in time. Aiden Gonzalez, wow. He has really stabilized things out of the pen, and we will be back for the bottom of the 8th here from Gaithersburg.
Welcome back to baseball on the Giants Broadcast Network. I'm Sammy Krimstein. Tyler Lochte will be back in just a few moments here.
Got a mean case of the hiccups I'm trying to figure out.
Okay,
right
I didn't want to. I didn't want to tell the viewers that information if you weren't to do it, but
I do not care.
So it's going to be Leighton Lackey stepping in, batting left-handed to face Holder, who's been real good out of the pen for the Grays.
And Lackey will take strike one. Now, again, the food came up, and because we brought Miss Lisa away from the grill to conduct that interview, she also had to go out and get food from that restaurant.
Fontina Grill.
There we go. Yeah, I wanted to make sure
yeah.
they get their money's worth.
We have any fellow Gaithersburgers? I guess that's what we call ourselves. Any fellow Gaithersburgers in the audience? You probably know Fontina Grill. Great place.
I'm sure. I don't. I'm not from here. I'm an adopted son of this great town.
This incredible town. The best there is.
Best there is?
I mean, it doesn't get much better than Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Wow.
I mean, they don't.
You know,
who else is the Giants?
I have only been to like the actual downtown one time.
Really? I don't go there too often.
I made a wrong turn. I was trying to drive home. That comes inside.
So you don't have to go through there when you drive.
No. So
Okay, I usually do. Sometimes I avoid it though, because it's like the train tracks, and if you're not careful, you get stuck behind like a 20-minute train.
Oh
yeah.
I didn't think about that because I go the train way. 3-1 inside, and Leighton Lackey works the walk. That's the second straight inning where the Giants get a leadoff walk. Now it's Brady Powell's turn.
Will this be the end of the line for Holder coming to face the top of the order once again? It may be. And he has been spectacular for DC. Yeah, it looks like his day's done.
And we will step away. Welcome back. Jeremy Capsa on the mound now for the Grays.
Capsa has pitched in 4 games this year for DC. most of the earned run damage coming on June 13th. But the last time he played the Giants on June 6th, he gave up 9 runs, only 1 of them earned.
Hilarious.
What a stat line. Yeah. But at the end of the day, his ERA in the mid-7s, but could be quite a lot worse.
He's given up a lot of runs this year. He's given up 13 runs.
And those are just in 2 outings.
He's given up 13 runs in 6 innings pitched. And he has a 7.5 ERA.
And, I mean, all those runs coming in just 4 2/3. He's been good as of late.
Yes, he has. This is hit hard and into left. Powell comes through with the big-time knock.
The Giants number 23, Aiden Robbins.
To the top of the order to come through right here, Aiden Robbins coming up now with, of course, his walk-up song, WWE style. The Giants really want some runs here. You don't need them because you're up by 1, but going into the top of the 9th up 1 versus up, say, 3 or 4 feels very, very different. So this is a spot where Robbins can really come through for his guys.
Aiden Robbins is not who you want to see at the dish, Sammy, when there's 2-1 already.
I think if you're pitching to this Giants lineup, he is the hitter you're most afraid of. With runners on base, forget about it.
Score update for you. The Aces are up 4-0 on the big train. 5-0 now in the second inning.
I would say that is good news if you're a Giants fan.
Is it? I don't think it is. And here's why. I'm okay with an Aces win tonight. I want it to be really close. Because
You want
at
the big
this
train to
rate,
use their guys, yeah.
at this rate, what incentive is there for the big train to throw their top arms tonight?
And it depends, because, I mean, you could say the same thing about this game. The Giants were up 7 runs, and this game turned in a hurry. So
And the big train, they do love a comeback. But here's the thing, Sammy. What's a more important win? Tomorrow in Gaithersburg or tonight against Alexandria?
it would have to be tomorrow if you're big
Right.
train against the good old Giants.
And they can really screw over the Giants here if they lose tonight and then win tomorrow, because then the Giants are in a rough place in terms of the 1 seed. The 1 seed would essentially be out of reach, and just like that, the division race would be
close.
on again,
Yeah.
as there's a mound visit here.
But
Tomorrow night's game is a game that I am as excited for as any Gaithersburg Giants game I've ever called, because as it stands right now, if the Giants can win here tonight, a win tomorrow night would clinch the Giants' first playoff berth since 2022. That will miss upstairs, and they are loaded for Danny Sheeler.
Giants first baseman number 46, Danny Sheeler.
I said a few moments ago the Giants don't need runs. They don't need them. But now with the bases loaded, you need to score at least one of these guys. Because if you leave all of these guys stranded, no outs, the kind of momentum that will feed for the DC Grays is quite large. So
Caps having a tough time finding
Yeah.
the zone. It's 1-0.
he's missed, I think at least 6 or 7 times consecutively now.
He's just got to find the zone. That's all you can ask of him.
So that was his 6th consecutive ball.
And if you're the Giants, how many runs you score here will depend who pitches that next inning.
Now you got to wonder if Gonzalez pitching tomorrow is still, with the amount of pitches he's thrown, in the realm of possibility, or if he's already ruled out for tomorrow based off the amount of pitches. It's a good question.
Are you saying Gonzalez?
Gonzalez? I would imagine, if he were to stop pitching now, he would still be good to go tomorrow, with the amount of pitches he's gone. It's not
Maybe,
many.
but not much of an appearance tomorrow. Maybe just one batter, limited appearance I would think for sure. But if he goes back out there, no chance. We see him tomorrow.
Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe the Giants want to save some of their other guys as opposed to burning another arm.
Gets down, and the out will be made at first, but a run will score.
Now batting for the Giants, number 32, Andrew Hollow.
So that'll do the job. A productive out, and now you have Andrew Holub, who will stand in with 2 in scoring position.
Holub, in his limited time as a Giant so far this summer, has been an RBI threat. Here are 2 runners in scoring position for him. He's batting cleanup for a reason.
That will miss away. And now the Kurt Angle theme song there for Holub, that does kind of make sense in a way for him. When you think of Iowa, you think of wrestling, and that is his new school. And he will hit this in the left center. That'll fall in. Scoring is Powell. Robbins will come home behind him. And Holub with a 2-run single, 4-run game.
Designated hitter number 18, Casey Gibbs.
And on essentially just a few hits, the Giants changed the complexion of this game completely. And Holub, I love the approach. He's a guy who we have seen can hit the ball high and far. But that's not what he's thinking. He knows that just a base hit is all he needs, and he shortens up even early in the count and just puts the bat on the baseball hard. A really good approach, and another pitching change for DC, who now faces a 4-run deficit.
And we will step away. Jay Kapoor will stand in. Giants hit him around last time that they played. He got the loss. He got the start in that game. Went 2 innings, gave up 2 runs, or 7 runs, 3 earned on 6 hits, 2 walks, and that will find the zone. But since then, it's not been horrible. He had a good start against the T-Volts. ERA is at 6. He's given up a run in every outing this year. That will miss high.
The Giants have done their job this inning. They have gotten themselves some insurance. Some more obviously wouldn't hurt, but as soon as it gets to the 9th inning, they're going to be looking to quickly shut this thing down and get out of here.
Giants scoring 12 runs last year. That would have been cause for a pizza party, but now it just seems like the norm. 2-1. Outside.
Yeah, the Giants have just been so effective this season at getting big numbers on the board. David Lewis has the exact stat, but something like the Giants, scored less than 3 runs a very few amount of times this season, and when they do, they're losing games. But that is not happening very often. They're scoring more than 3 runs a lot.
Gibbs pops it up, out of play. Gonzalez is throwing now. It's been a little bit, and that makes me think they're going to send him back out there. Full count. Gibbs gets under. He will flip the bat. Who's got it?
Now batting for the Giants, catcher
Murmo
number 31,
does.
Barham White.
And now it's Barham White.
White had a double early in this game. And the Giants in this one having some trouble in the middle innings, letting DC crawl back, but they start strong with a big inning, and here in the bottom of the 8th, it's not over yet, but they have scored 3 runs, and I like that. A good start and a good closing segment to this game for the offense, and that's really where it matters most.
There's the ball.
61 miles per hour on the curveball.
That's the slowest pitch we've seen all year. Back pick. Not in time.
A good throw by the catcher almost gets him.
Yeah. So Barham White at the dish. I don't know how in the world he's wearing that arm sleeve in this heat. Off the end of the bat, into the net. 2-1. Two-one pitch from Kapoor. That will just miss high at 61.
Yeah, I mean, that is a slow breaker, which I would imagine could have been part of the reason the Giants really pounced on him the last time they saw Kapoor. But those slow breakers, even if they're not as tight as you would like, can be effective pitches if they're used right in the right spots.
Full count now with 2 outs, which means that Holub is going to go on the pitch. So full count, 2 outs. The pitch. White pops it foul.
I mention it every game because it's one of my favorite things about him, but Barham White's 2-strike approach is spectacular. We've seen it right here. His plate discipline, knowing what pitches not to swing at, but he still expands the zone like he needs to. And, I mean, you look right here. He's extended this at bat a long ways.
Barham White down on strikes. Top of the 9th coming up. Giants trying to get 3 outs before the Grays get 4 runs when we come back.
Marlowe.
Greg Marmo will stand in. Aiden Gonzalez will pitch. Now, the good news about seeing Gonzalez come back out is he probably was not going to be available tomorrow night anyway, but now he definitely won't be. However, he just saved a lot of arms, and this ball's hit well in the air, left field, and that is gone. Or is it a double? It's a double.
Wow.
A ground rule double. I thought it was out.
I mean, Tyler, that's a ball that gets out in a few parks in this league.
I mean,
that
it was
travels
crushed.
almost 340 feet.
It bounced exactly where Powell was, so I didn't see the ball land, and then I saw the ball was beyond the fence, so I just assumed, oh, it went over. There's a strike.
And a factor here that usually the Giants don't have to deal with late in a ball game, but the sun shining right in the eyes of a few fielders.
What's going on here?
Stray baseball.
Somebody who's over there just threw the ball back on the field during the game.
Look, as a Cubs fan, I like this. I think we need more of this.
I mean, I'm not blaming them, but we are lucky that that did not hit Powell, who obviously was not expecting that and did not see that ball get thrown. So I did the math over that break. Aiden Gonzalez currently has a .86 ERA this summer. You'll take that. He's trying to keep it there, though. That will just miss inside. Good news for the Giants in a way. Big Train have scored 2 runs.
Good news and bad news, depending on what happens at the end.
And high in the air, right field, and caught by Robbins. Big Train absolutely wants to win tonight. We know that for sure. But if you're the Giants, that's kind of a win-win situation as long as you win today and tomorrow.
And I think that's really where the Giants have to be on this. Control your own fate. It's fun looking at scores, scoreboard watching, all of that. But if the Giants do what they're supposed to do, they will be in a good spot come postseason.
If the Giants, the division is entirely in their hands.
Yes. So unless they hurt themselves, they will be fine. I mean, because they've already earned the spot. They have come a long way this season, played a lot of good baseball. So now here at the end of the season, it's up to them. They have that luxury.
Strike 3 called there, and Giants are not worried about that runner moving over to third at all.
And that's the benefit of scoring those 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th, Because if the Giants don't get those 3 runs of insurance, you bet that they're going to be a little bit worried about a runner at third base, right? I mean, if they didn't get those runs, the runner at third base comes in, tie ball game. Now, they have a lot more breathing room, of course, and really they could care less about that runner at third, and they're just chasing outs.
ERA at .83 now for Gonzalez. 1-0. Off the end of the bat. Shouldn't have said that. Into left it goes. And that is as softly hit of a ball as you will see. It's the 3rd earned run charged to Aiden Gonzalez this year, but I think he would rather just get the win. I mean, that is...
That's what matters.
The Giants are hoping that's an inconsequential run. 12-9, your score. Nice pitch there. 26 hits and 21 runs in this ball game. Runner goes, it's fouled away, and the Giants are 1 strike away from being 1 game away from the playoffs.
And this would be a big win because the Giants have been in front the entire time, but make no mistake, this is no easy one. They let the Grays get back into the game, but it's that bend but don't break mentality, and if they hold on here, I mean, this game would be a really good showcase of that.
0-2. Hit hard to third. Holub. The throw across is in time, but Sheeler fell off the base. And now, the tying run will bat.
Brockway will seemingly protest the call.
They're going to have a conversation.
From up here, it looked like his foot was on the back.
Brockway just asked for them to have a conversation. He will go back to the dugout. He is safe.
And now it's a little precarious for the Giants, who now will see the tying run walk up to the plate for the Grays.
And now Brockway is going to come out, and is he going to take Gonzalez out of this game? That will be an error, so any runs to score the rest of the way will be unearned, but charged to him. Wyatt Adams will enter looking for a save here in the ninth.
For the Giants, number 43.
Wyatt Adams in this game, and the Giants really hoping that he only sees one batter.
Yeah, they want to get out of here as quickly as possible. The longer the Grays stay at bat, the worse for Gaithersburg, right? They're ideally, right, one pitch and they are shaking hands with the Grays.
Whereas if Colella gets this ball up and out, this game is tied at 12. Of course, there's late drama. Why wouldn't there be? It's outside, ball one.
As much as the threat of a home run is scary, these pitches have to be in the zone.
It's hit hard and into left. Another run will come home. That's an unearned run, and it will be charged to Gonzalez. And now
batting for the Grays, number 12, Joey.
it is 11-10. And now the go-ahead run will bat. Oh boy.
It's never easy.
No, it's not. There's a strike to Wilga. Game on the line. Giants looking for win number 19. 0-1. Just high.
Not a bad pitch, just misses his spot. Yeah. I mean, that's where you want it.
Here's the 1-1. Incoming. Check swing. He did go, and the Giants are strike away again.
Needs to be good. Now is where you don't want to be as aggressive. 1-2, as a pitcher, it's your count. So, for Adams, right? It's just giving him something to think about that he can go out and chase.
1-2. Hit well in the air, left center field, and caught. Ball game over, Giants win. It was a lot tougher than it should have been, but a win is a win. And the Giants will play in their biggest game so far this season tomorrow night. Big train come to town. Giants can clinch a playoff berth with a W. We will see you tomorrow night at 7. Sammy, you'll be here?
Yes, I will.
Of course. David Lewis, I believe, will be here with us. So for both of them, I'm Tyler Lochte. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7.